Pack 22 starts with stage 71. It's where you assemble the cockpit floor into the main assembly. The only part you receive with this stage is the right front indicator lamp. So before you begin, you should test this in the same way as you did in stage 70. So just plug this into the LED test board on your main assembly and make sure that the bulb illuminates. To start off with, take the pedal switch plate from stage 28 and thread the wires through the hole in the footwell and bring this right through. Then fit the pedal assembly into the holes so that the two holes show through and push into place like this. Then you can secure this with two of the washer screws supplied in stage 28 along with the pedal assembly. Take the rear compartment and you need to locate this line between here and this point here. Peel off sticker B and place this sticker along this line and press into place. Then wrap the sticker right around the edges of the rear compartment and press down. You can then fit sticker A in a similar way to the other side. So just locate the line, press into place, and then fold it right around the edges. Peel off sticker C from the sticker sheet and fit this to this point here on the rear of the cockpit. Just carefully lower that and press it into place. Next, take sticker D and fit that to the clear part of the rear of the cockpit floor, just beneath sticker C. When you have your indicator lamp tested, your pedals screwed into place and all your stickers fitted, that completes stage 71. Stage 72 is assembling the body, stage 1. So you get the front fender or the front body part and you get a wide selection of smaller fittings as well. So obviously any fittings you don't use in this stage you should bag up carefully for future stages. The first thing to do in stage 72 is to insert the steering shaft guide. You can see that it's got a certain shape to it that will only fit in one way. So just place this into the slot. Next, take the chassis and this steering shaft support which came with this issue and fit that over the large post and into the two holes in the chassis itself. And just press it down. Take the cockpit floor and turn it over and then straighten the brake wires so that you can tape them down to the underside of the cockpit floor to keep them out of the way. Just put a piece of tape there and maybe another one just by there. You then need to lower the chassis over the underside of the cockpit floor and then turn it so that the tabs in the cockpit floor come over the two posts on the chassis. You can then secure these 2 points with two 6mm screws. Just half tighten them in first to get the right position, and then when they're both in you can fully tighten them both. Then you can insert two 6mm self-tapping screws into this hole and this hole here in the chassis. Take the dashboard and pass all the wires through the gap between the floor and the chassis. Lower the dashboard into position, keeping the wires out of the way, ensuring that this red and white wire go over the steering shaft, and make sure the steering shaft fits into the V-shaped insert. And with the dashboard fitted and screwed into place, that completes stage 72. Stage 73 is assembling the body part 2. The parts you get are the left inner door parts plus the left window winder. To begin stage 73, take some masking tape and place it halfway along the periscope window and between the windscreen, and do a mark halfway along the width of the masking tape. This will tell you where the mirror will be placed. Then take the self-adhesive pad from stage 60 and place it next to that mark, but 1 mm away from the edge of the windscreen. And then press into position. You can then peel off the protective backing and then fit the rear view mirror. Next, take the chassis floor assembly and lower this down onto the main body. When the chassis and the cockpit floor assembly are lowered into position, you need to check that the screw holes all are aligned. You'll find there's 2 here at the front, there's 2 here at the sides, 2 down here on the corner of the chassis, and then 2 more here on the rear of the chassis, and these must all be in line for the screws to go in. Start by inserting 2 5mm screws from stage 65 into the front 2 holes. Then tighten in 2 6mm screws into the 2 rearmost screw holes. And then 2 more 6mm screws into these 2 holes here in the corners of the chassis. Then add another 2 6mm screws into the holes in the side of the chassis. And finally, for stage 73, take bracket B from stage 72 and place it over the hole in the front of the chassis so that the rear of the bracket is pressing the dashboard into position. And then when that's into position, you can secure that with a 6mm screw. And that completes stage 73. You may want to give the paintwork a polish up at this stage to remove any fingerprints. Stage 74 is the left door lining. The parts you get with this stage are the left window, the mirror parts, and some the door fitting parts as well, and a couple of screws. Take one of the door struts from stage 72 and fit that into the hole in the left side of the chassis, and then peel off the backing of one of the door strut plates and then stick that over the strut into the recess. so it should look like this. You can then fit the right hand door strut in the same way. Fit these two left inner door parts together like this. Just place this over so that the handle is just showing inside there, and then secure that with two 6mm self-tapping screws. Now you can turn the door over and install the window winding crank, and that just pushes into place like that. Take the backing paper off the left mirror and stick this to the left mirror base and press into position. You can then fit this mirror base into this mirror housing and just push that in as well. And that completes stage 74 and pack 22.